Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing the alphabet makeup tag. I had no idea what this was. I hadn't heard of it, I hadn't seen it, but I got a comment in my comment section that requested that I did this video. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna look it up. But before I even got to looking it up, they replied back with Jen Phelps. So that is who I watched. And I'm going to leave her video in the description box down below so that you guys can check her out as well. Now, I have no idea who actually came up with this idea, if it was her, if it was somebody else. I don't know. So if you know, please leave a comment so that we know. I believe this type of tag started with people actually taking each of the letters of the alphabet and applying the makeup. I don't even know if I have that many products that I could put on my face. But anyway, this one is where I'm going to go through all of the letters and give you my favorite product for each of the letters. Now, you could either go with the brand or you could go with the name of the product. I decided not to limit myself and just go with whatever I needed to. Some of these are going to be the brand and some of them are going to be the actual name of the product. I'm just going with it. And there's so many things that I could have talked about within each letter. Some of them not so much. Some of them were a little hard to find things for. I'm genuinely talking about things that I truly love, but there's absolutely other things that I could name off for a lot of these different letters. Anywho, let's just jump in straight away with letter A. And no, I didn't even mean for that to rhyme. I'm just that good. Anastasia Beverly Hills, Jackie Aina. We've got two A's here. I figured it counted. This is one of the best palettes that Anastasia has ever done. The only one that they're kind of on equal playing fields is like the Makeup by Mario, and this palette is so pretty. I mean, the shades, everything. I live for this palette. It's one of my favorites that I have in my collection, and immediately when I thought of the letter A, this is the palette. I was like, Anastasia Beverly Hills, Jackie Aina, this is it. This is it. Letter B was a no-brainer. I need to stop. I really need to stop. It is the Benefit Brow Gel, the 24-hour brow setter. No other brow gel works like this one. This one holds my brow hairs up. It's clear. I love the applicator, the brush, everything. It's foolproof. It lasts all day long. My brows never do the peace signs. My brow hairs are just a little long. Some people ask me when I have this on if my brows are microbladed because, I mean, they just keep them straight up. So B is for Benefits Brow Gel. C, Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Bronzer. I mean, it's just so good. And yes, I have this on right now, and yes, I did film it. So you will see this tutorial soon. This is just, it's incredible. This is one of my favorite bronzers of all time. It's the perfect color. It blends so beautifully. I love that you can get a refill pan instead of having to buy the entire thing all over again. It's a beautiful product through and through. D is for Divine Rose 2. You know that Mother Pat was going to be in here somewhere, and I pulled out the extra special edition. This is the one that I don't even touch myself because it has the beautiful packaging, but do I even really need to say anything? Do you see this shifting color right here? It is stunning. This palette is beautiful, and yeah, I do have one that I actually play with, but I don't want to play with this one. I just want it to be pretty and collectors, and some people don't like to collect makeup. I, however, do, and this palette is one that I am very happy to have two of. Very happy, and I have a feeling that the new ones for the holiday, the new quads, are going to pair so beautifully with the Divine Rose 2. I kind of want to stick my fingers all in this and show you guys, but you know, I have a video, so if you want to see this in action, I have a video. E did not come to me right away. I was having a hard time thinking. I was like, E, what? And I kept thinking Drunk Elephant for whatever reason, but E was not coming to me. So I was going through my drawers and then I saw this. This is Chanel's Elegance Blush. I have gone completely through one of these, and I had a backup and I didn't want to use it because I can't get my hands on it anymore. It is the perfect, just neutral, rosy, but like kind of bronzy. It's the perfect color. And you don't see this in my description box because it's no longer available. However, my good, extremely good friend, Charlotte Holdcroft, she sent me one because it was still available where she lives, and I am forever grateful to you. You have no idea. Thank you so much. So E is for elegance. At some point, I'm gonna have to stop with the whole Sesame Street vibes. All right, moving on to F. There was a few products that I could use for this letter. However, Futurist, Hydra, Rescue. You guys have heard me go on and on and on and on about this foundation. It wears so beautifully. It's hydrating. It has a nice light medium coverage. I have it on again today. And it's one, I think I have gone through this foundation more than any other foundation I've ever loved. I have gone through so many, and it's not going to stop anytime soon because it's still something that I gravitate towards. I feel like my skin looks so healthy. It doesn't look like it's smothered or dry or just anything. It's just, this makes my skin look so good, and it lasts a long time. A lot of the times with hydrating foundations, they won't last like on my pores or throughout the day. They'll break up. This one does not. GIORGIO, Armani, Power, Fabric. You see how I'm going back and forth with this brands and the names? Favorite concealer. I have been using this ever since it came out and nothing has replaced it. I use the shade number 5. This is a really nice thinner matte texture type of concealer. However, because I wear the anti-fatigue primer from BECCA, this ends up being a little bit more satiny until I set it. It's just very natural. It gives me the coverage I want, which is a medium coverage. You can build this up to a medium full, but I never build this up. I just think it is gorgeous. Again, it lasts all day long. It doesn't make my under eyes look crepey. It covers what I need it to without it looking heavy. Again, it's just so good. If you guys know what I am going to say for the letter H, please put it in right now. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. Tell me what the letter H is. My favorite highlighter of all time. It has not been beaten yet, and it is Hollow Pink from DIOR. Again, I have gone through one of these, and I just think it's so stinking pretty, and I've kind of, backed off of it because I don't want to go completely through them. I don't want to be without it, and it's special. It's a pink, but it has these little micro glitters that are kind of, they reflect blue, but not, it doesn't look silly on the skin or anything like that. It is absolutely incredible. I am wearing the wrong shirt. And I had so many questions when this became available, if it was like the other ones in the collection. I'm like, no, there's just something so different about this. It's special. It truly is special to me. I haven't found anything that is dupable. There's the closest thing is from BECCA. It's Pure something. That's the closest, but it doesn't have the same kind of sparkle, but it's not super evident on the skin. So it's not a whole sparkly show, but in the swatch and whenever you're looking at it, you will see it. On the skin though, it is very reflective. The color is stunning. There's nothing that beats this out. Moving on to I. Instant Extensions Mascara from Hourglass. This is what I have on right now. I do have it paired with the MAC Giga Black Extended Play. This is a tubing mascara, and it is the only tubing mascara I have ever used that I can actually build it up, and I'm about to be out of this. I have used it and used it and used it, and I just love it because it actually separates my lashes. I can build them, and it comes off with warm water. You don't have to do anything other than just like literally take water, splash your face, and it will come off in tubes. It doesn't end up all over my face. My lashes don't fall. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, is my lashes fall. I can't stand that. I don't curl my lashes or anything like that. I do have natural curl, and I do use a lash serum. But yeah, this mascara is gorgeous. JK Magic from Charlotte Tilbury. Again, I'm gonna have to put my hand out of my sleeve. This is a gorgeous nude. This is refillable, and I love this formula. When she did this whole launch, I was so excited. I'm still excited about it because they are gorgeous lipsticks, but JK Magic is one of my favorites. And then also Dance Floor Princess, but you know, we can't talk about that right now because we're talking about J. Moving on to the letter K, this was instantaneous for me. It is a brand, Kevin Aqua, and this palette right here, the Nude Pop. This is one of the best cool tone palettes I have ever had in my collection or have had the pleasure of working with. This is stunning. I can't get over how well these blend, how beautiful these look on the eyes. I would love to see this palette be made permanent because you just don't have too many options out there that are this great quality and also cool tone. I mean, come on, it's just so pretty. I love, 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 love the splash of copper in here to warm things up in this shade right here. So it just makes it a little bit easier to wear, or if you want to add in that warmth. It's a beautiful palette. I have raved about this for so long, and it's still one of my favorites, especially when it comes to cool tones. L is for more lipsticks, specifically from Lisa Eldridge. I cannot wait for my new ones to come in. I'm so excited about it, but I just picked out two that, I mean, I have quite a few of them, but I just picked up two to show you guys. This formula is impeccable. If you're looking for a comfortable matte formula, her other formula is really great as well, but this matte is something special. It's truly special. And when you open them up, they look like velvet, like it looks like textured velvet on the outside of them. This is one of my favorites. What is it? Rainbow Spill? Yep, Rainbow Spill. It feels airy, matte, amazing. Oh, it's so good. And then this is Velvet Ribbon. Don't ask me why I just said that so strangely. So you can see that is a beautiful red. These lipsticks are just, they're incredible. They are so incredible, and I just love the way that they look on the lips. I'm so glad that she's expanding. She's coming out with new products, and I'm here for it. She has just done an amazing job, and I cannot get over this formula. There's going to be several palettes in this video, so I apologize. Eyeshadow palettes is probably the thing in my collection that I have the most of. It's either eyeshadow palettes or brushes, one of the two. Metropolis. This is my favorite palette from Natasha Denona in general, and then M. Not only do I love these colors, I mean, can you see how much I have used this palette? But there's different formulas in here. What I really love is the creamy matte. It goes on kind of like a marker. It's like the only way I can describe it. It's kind of like a magic marker. It looks wet and they apply so beautifully. And then if you pair them, like, let me take this shade and just put it right on top. Do you see this? I love it. And let me take this one. I love this green. It's like a mossy green. That one right there. And then I'm going to put on top this one right here. It's so good. I love mixing textures in this palette. I love pairing so many different things. Such a diverse palette, and I can get so many different looks out of this. I love it. I love it a lot. I only brought one of those little makeup eraser squares and like to my station, and I think I should have brought more. This next product for the letter N is something I have loved for so many years. And I remember first seeing it on Mallory Brooke. She used to be Mallory 1712. I used to go to her all the time for Chanel reviews, and New Moon, I still love this product. It is so beautiful. It's one of those that I go to when I want something that is so beautiful and has all the sparkle, but I don't have time. I just want something that's going to be gorgeous, but I also want to run out of the door. Chanel's New Moon is where it is at. Ugh, I'm having a hard time getting my finger down in there because of my nails, and this is a little further down. Oh, let's see. I don't know if you guys can really see this on camera, but the sparkle is so pretty, and it pulls more purple, and then a little bit of the red undertone actually comes through on my eyes, especially on the lower lash line. I like to take this just on a primed lid, nothing else. Go in with this, highlight my brow arch, my inner corner, and I'll put this all over the lid, all up into the crease, and then I will put it on my lower lash line, and it's done. Another product that I would love to become permanent, or at least one of the shades in this palette. It's from NARS, and it is the Overlust palette. So this is for O, in case you didn't know what Overlust started with. I'm tired. I have used the center shade of this palette to the point where I'm about to hit pan, and it's going to be gone. This center shade right here is just peachy bronze perfection. And then I also use this one, but I can get away with not having this because I have the Behave, NARS Behave, which I really love. But this center shade, I'm mad that I didn't get another one of these because I'm telling you, I am about to go completely through this. You've got beautiful highlighters up top and then the 3 different blushes. I want this to be permanent. I really, really do. Or just give me that blush. P is Pillow Talk. And I can't even really just do one product, so I picked up 3. But it's just Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury in general. The whole line of Pillow Talk, it's basically, if it says Pillow Talk on it, it's going to be good. There's a few exceptions to that rule, but not many. I'm just going to show you 3 of my favorite Pillow Talk products, and I mean, there's more. I love the Pillow Talk liner, the eyeliner. I love the Pillow Talk luxury palette of pops. I love Pillow Talk. But this one right here is, I think, I go back and forth with this and this palette. I don't know which one. So this is the Instant Eye palette in Pillow Talk. I love that you have a range in here from the pinks to slightly warmer, then also the brighter pinks at the bottom that just make it a little bit more fun, and they're incredible. They are so pigmented, especially the mattes, absolutely stunning. And then this is just one of my go-to palettes in general. So something that I want to wear, it's going to be neutral, nude, pink, easy to wear. I don't have to think about it. This is just one of those palettes, and I cannot dupe this out. I have tried this pink and this. They look like shades that you would be able to find pretty much anywhere, especially with pink becoming so popular with eyeshadows recently. But no, these are special. They're just special. And I love the Celestial shade right here, the topper, and then this metallic for my brow bone. You guys know how I feel about a brow bone highlight. I love it. And then I finally got the Pillow Talk, is it Jewel Pots? I think it's a Jewel Pot. I had the Walk of No Shame, and I was waiting on this. I gotta show you a little swatcheroo of this one. This is it. Let me see if I can. It's gonna be difficult for me to do that. I would have to use a brush and apply it to my eyes. But I just love the pink undertone. And then the sparkle, the ease of use, it doesn't crease. It's a little thinner too, so it's not as heavy as the Chanel products or other pot shadows that will have, you know, the glitter and stuff in them. Those can be a little bit more messy. This is more sophisticated, and I really enjoy it. Q, Queen of Hearts from Colored Rain. This was a gift from a subscriber. And I just want to say, again, thank you. I love this palette, and I know I was like last on the train for this. It was getting so much hype, and I just didn't try it out. And then I wanted to try it out, and it was sent to me, and it is everything that everybody says that it is. Quality is 100% there. The mattes are incredible. The metallics, though, hold please. Let's get our fingers in these. Do I need to say anything else? I think not. Actually, I do. I gotta say or show you one more thing. It's good. is really, really good. I'm really trying hard not to give you guys an essay, like a 1,000-word essay for each of these products, but I could. My R is the same as Jen's R. So if you already watched that video, you're gonna know what it is. REPHR! I have more dirty REPHR brushes than I do clean ones right now. I use these all the time. You guys are always hearing me REPHR this, REPHR that, especially on the eyes. I love these brushes. These are workhorse brushes, and here's just a few of them. I love how they started out. So they started their brand by making brushes, letting people test them out, and then getting feedback and changing them, and I love that. That's how the REPHR number 21 came about, because I needed that in my life. And in case you guys are interested in these brushes, which you should be because they're amazing. That was very aggressive, I'm sorry. They are still having their discount right now while supplies last though. So if you are interested in the core set especially, it is almost 50% off. It is $80 off of the regular price right now, and then there's 20% off the entire store. So if you're interested, holiday season, holiday sales, they are here. But REPHR, I have been using these brushes nonstop. This one I used today. I used it to put on my blush. So it's good. It's good. They're just so good. And you guys know, as soon as the 21 is back in stock, I'll let you guys know, because as soon as it came in stock, it was gone like that. Be prepared for a mispronunciation for this next one. Soleil et Lune. I don't know. All I know is it's pretty and it's from Tom Ford. This beauty right here. First off, obviously, we've got some cool tones in here, which I love. I really do love. But then we have this, something I would not expect from Tom Ford, and it is stunning. This shade of mint green gives me feels. Do you see this? Tom Ford, do you see this? So pretty. I had so many options when it came to the letter S. My SISLEY powder being one of them, Sonia G. It's just like, but I thought about this palette and I had to mention it. I had to mention it. TATCHA. TATCHA, TATCHA, TATCHA. First off, huge thank you to TATCHA because they have sent me so many products, and also they have gotten so much of my money. I love their skincare. This is, I would dare say this is my favorite product of my routine. This is the Camilla One Step Cleansing Oil. And there's just something about it that I love. I can use this by itself. And you know, traditionally, if you use a cleansing oil, you do need to double cleanse, but I can use this by itself. And I don't do that like when I have a full face of makeup on, but say I barely put anything on and I don't feel like I need to do a double cleanse, I will use this and I don't have any film or residue or anything left over. It doesn't break me out. It is phenomenal. And then the rice wash, this is a newer member to my skincare family, but again, really, really great. It's not going to remove your makeup, but it will do a fantastic job of cleansing the face after you have used the oil or any oil that you want. It's just gentle, but it works and it doesn't over dry my skin. And then I'm just naming a few TATCHA products because T for TATCHA. The Silk Canvas, the liquid silk canvas. One of the best primers you could ever get that I feel like works for just about anybody. Not everybody, because nothing works for everybody. But this, it is perfecting. It actually works in terms of longevity, and it just makes everything look better. Oma Beauty, which actually starts with the letter U. This foundation is stunning. It is a higher coverage foundation, but it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It lasts really, really nicely. And packaging here, I love the glass bottle and I love the teal blue top. This is just so pretty to look at to me, but the foundation in and of itself is so, so good. If you're curious about what color I wear Fair Lady T2N. Incredible. And it is actually called the Say What what? Weightless Soft Matte Foundation. V. I went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with this. I was like, Viseart, and then no this, and then Viseart, and then no this. So special shout out to Viseart because I love Viseart, and they are a brand that I use all the time. But I felt like I needed to talk about this palette, and it is the Vintage Rose palette from Give Me Glow. A, Give Me Glow is incredible, and B, this is another Mel palette. Like, I look at my Tiny Marvels palette and put this like right beside it. Of course, this is a little bit more elegant. This is like the elegant side of me. And then you add in the Tiny Marvels. Just like they go together. It's probably because the bugs go on my flowers. I have roses. I have white roses, pink roses, peace rose, all types of roses, even knockout roses. And I love them. Roses are one of my favorite flowers. I have them tattooed on both tops of my hands and other places. This truly embodies a rose, and I love that. Like, you cannot get any closer to a rose than this. You know what else would look good with this? The mini retro from Natasha Denona. I'm like, that and this together, ugh. But you have the stem of the rose, you have like the little, like, if you know what a peace rose is, it has that gradient effect. So that's what I think about whenever I see this, and then this shade, like the peach roses. I just think this is a perfect palette. There is nothing I would change about it. I love it. I love it. Can we make the W just for a person? Because I feel like we should. You know, Wayne Goss. I'm going to say Wayne Goss for W in general, because he is one of the most incredible humans I've ever not had the pleasure of meeting, but been able to talk to and be able to call a friend. Wayne Goss for W, and Wayne Goss for this palette right here called the Coral Rose. I'm so sorry. I know that this is out of stock. I'm sorry, but I do think it's coming back. This blush formula, you have to try it. There is a reason this is being raved about. It is a powder that looks like skin. I have this on right now. I do have the highlight on, but I also have the DIOR highlight on as well, so it's not just this. These palettes, all of them, are gorgeous, but Coral Rose has stolen my heart. I just think that this is so beautiful, and again, the texture of it, it's like skin. I don't know how he made these powders so beautiful. They don't accentuate texture or anything. Just applause. Just applause. That's it. For X, I could not think of anything for X. So I said extremely good brushes. And I know that extremely doesn't start with an X, but I'm putting it like extremely good brushes. And for that, we're talking about Sonia G. Instead of putting her with the S, I put her with the X for extremely good brushes. And this goes for all of them. Do you see these? And these are not all of my Sonia G brushes. I have a lot. I have a lot. If you want craftsmanship, amazing quality, natural hairs, and just really great shapes, Sonia G. If these have been on your list, all I can tell you is they are worth it. Absolutely worth it. And Beautylish is going to be having their gift card event soon, so it'd be a good time to try them if you wanted to. I just love Sonia G's brushes, and her as a person as well. Her and Wayne, they're incredible. They're just incredible. This is one of the things that I loved about this tag, was forcing me to kind of go through my makeup, and that made me remember things and be like, oh yeah, I need to pick this back up again. And the why is one of the things that I'm like, yes, I need to pull this out more often, because there was a time where I was wearing this all the time, and I feel like I need to do that again, especially with masks right now. The YSL Tatouage Couture Matte Stain, and I have the shade number 7. The one thing about this, which is very, very strange, is that it smells kind of like beer. I don't know what it is. To me, it just smells like that. This shade is so, so pretty, and it doesn't dry out my lips. It stains them. It makes the perfect color. It's such a good nude, and I'm so glad that I went digging through all my makeup because I'm gonna leave this out. This is something that I used to reach for all the time, and I need to do it again. I need to. This is great. Lastly, the letter Z. It goes to Zoeva's 227, the replacement for the MAC 217. Something I never thought would happen, but it did. This brush is something that I just about use one of these every single day, almost. I have so many of them. I could have more. It's a part of the Luxe series, which is synthetic and natural hair combined, and it's perfect. It really blends every formula like a dream. It's not too rough for the softer formulas, and then it's not too flimsy for things like Pat McGrath or something that's a little bit thicker when it comes to the mattes. This brush literally works for every single formula that I have. And again, I have so many, and I have them for a reason because it works so nicely. And this brush actually does really well for doing the nose, like contouring your nose or whatever. It's just one of those must-have brushes in my personal opinion. All right, we did it. A to Z. Now wait, I'm going to be editing this and watch, I will be missing a letter. I really hope not. I really hope not. I hope also that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.